you have a goal, because that shit works for real, yo. It's that you have to have priorities. That's it. Prioritize everything. Prioritize your time, prioritize your friends, prioritize your money, prioritize what you eat, all that, because that's like going back to procrastination. If you procrastinate, you're that's your priority, because that's what you're doing in the moment.
Yeah.
So if you prioritize like your time and your friends, so if you know this friend, he likes to, I don't know, he likes to drink beer on Thursdays, and then the other friend, but when you guys talk, you guys don't talk moves, but you have fun. You're drinking beers, but he's not interested in, or she's not interested in making moves or going further.
Yeah.
Then you have another friend that maybe he's less fun, but like they do moves that will help you
Grow.
further in life, right?
Okay.
So it's like you can still hang out with both friends. You just have to manage, like, so say if your mind is clear in the morning, you're like, yo, in the mornings, like from 1 to 3 p.m. or like from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm clear. I just woke up. I worked out. It's time for me to learn and make a move. Yo, chill with that friend at like 10 before 10 and 3, and then when you're like, yo, I did everything. I just want to chill with, like, that's the shit I had to do, like, and like my sister again, and everybody like around me, good people around me, just like, yo, P, you see what you want, yo. It's like, just they help me focus, right?
Okay.
So I think what I kind of got from that too is that you need to be aware of yourself, because you need to know, like, okay, when I get up in the morning at this time, my mind is clear, so that maybe I can chill with this friend, or maybe I can't chill with this friend because I need to put in work here.
Yeah.
It's like being aware of your surroundings and your friends and all those different things, right? Is what I feel.
That's sick still. So that's the. I hope you guys got that though, because those are tips I'm gonna apply to my personal life. I'm just gonna
100%.
put it out there. But the second one I really want to know is the friends, because like you probably met a lot of people. You met negative, you met positive friends, you met negative friends. This is one thing I think a lot of people struggle in. How do you cut
100%.
like negative? How do you spot negative friends? Because some people are negative in your life you don't even know.
Yeah.
So how do you spot that? And two, how do you actually get rid of them? Because people just say cut off. But when sometimes the friend that might be negative to you might be very, very close.
Maybe from from since birth.
Bro,
You
like,
know,
yeah.
like,
How do you handle that situation?
Bro, you tell them about your priorities.
Pause back to
You know what I mean? So it's like, if that friend is like a energy
friend.
drainer, right?
Yeah.
It's not. They're not really like the ones that's gonna tell you to go drink and drive and do some crazy shit. They're just draining your energy. They might just not found their own thing yet, right?
Yeah.
Or they're, I don't know what it is, right? But like, just it's the priority thing, yo. Like, tell them, yo, look, this is what I gotta do. This is where I'm going, bro. If they don't fuck with it, it's like, bro, you gotta go do something else.
Okay.
100%.
Cause like, your friends, yo, like, there's always gonna be like your close friends. Like, you have to know how to categorize like your
Your
different
friends.
things, your different relationships.
Yeah.
Cause what you bring to the table is not 100% for everybody.
True.
100% of it is not for everybody.
True.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's only 30%, but that friend understands that, like, I'd rather link somebody that's like on their move, like I like what they do more than what they say. So if my friend talks about all this stuff, right, but they don't do none, and then I have somebody that barely, they talks a little bit, but it's like, you only link once a month, but you make the biggest moves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust that person way more than a person that's like toxic, or that's like that's energy draining and shit. So it's like, to control, to not control, to know like your friends group and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like that. Yeah.
It's like, it's almost like kind of observation, kind
Yeah.
of seeing,
You
like,
have to see.
like. Well, I'm gonna shop my shop. 1% better. Putting out work. 1% better. Putting out work. Putting out work.
Yo.
Yo.
We back.
We live. I
Live.
see we coming in here looking like Men in Black, you know. Well, with the shades at least. But you know, we back. Actually, before we even start, one thing that I want to do actually is I actually want to give God thanks, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing happens without God. Like we wouldn't even be
Facts.
in. We wouldn't be in the be able to do podcasting.
Facts.
Me and Ori to keep me and Ori healthy. Our guests, our
Facts.
listeners that are at home. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? So that's something that we want to make sure that we do. We want to give God thanks for giving us the ability to be here. You know.
You know.
So on top of that, now the boys we back and we at it with another episode.
We're grinding.
Another week, baby.
Yeah.
We
episode
at
5.
it. You know what I'm saying? Last week we had Arlene Ambrose,
The Donis.
a.k.a. the Donis, on the show.
The Dun Dun
You know what I'm
Dun.
saying? The Don. We figured out how she became the Donis. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
How she became the Donis. We also were able to. She got in depth about some toxic relationships and the life lessons that she learned.
Yeah.
And actually gave a lot of really good tips for people who might be in similar situations. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
She also gave us a lot of really key points. One of the key points that she gave was she said that one of the things that helped her theory of the grind was learning yourself, sticking and being unique to yourself, right? And being resilient, being consistent,
Take responsibility.
and taking full responsibility for your life. So those are some of the big concepts and the big ideas that we got from the last episode.
Yeah. Plus, she gave some game too.
She gave some game too.
Some guys out there, bro. She gave some good games.
She gave some good games.
I
She
ain't
gave
gonna
some
lie.
good
I ain't gonna lie.
game.
I ain't gonna
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna use that game.
100%.
I'm just gonna say it is what it is. I'm gonna use that game.
You know.
So, but today,
We back at it.
today
It's gonna be good.
gonna be good. Let me just tilt the shade down a little bit.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Little bright up in here.
Yeah, but you know what? The guest you have is pretty cool. I'm gonna take off the shades.
I'm gonna
for
take
you.
the shades off too. Just a little slide that to the side.
Right.
Come on. I hope you guys see that Ori's trying to flex his hair on me right now, right? But it's
Take it
okay.
off. Take it off.
Nah. It's bucket hat season, baby. Bucket hat season. He's out here trying to flex his hair, but it's okay.
Dun's bowed.
Today, man, we got a special guest.
Facts.
The one and only, my boy in the building, in the cut, PSL. My boy is, first of all, I want to thank you for coming. We're going to introduce him here. Boom. P in the building.
Yo, what's up,
My
man?
my guy.
Yo, thanks for having me, yo.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
So we're gonna, first of all and foremost, I'm gonna thank you for coming because I know you're a busy guy. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be it's hard to get a hold of you. So I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to give us some time to speak and stuff like that.
Facts.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Yeah, man. We're gonna introduce you. So P is coming from he grew up in New Brunswick, and he went to college in Ontario where he studied audio engineering.
Damn.
And he is a multi-talented artist that not only makes his own music, but he sells beats. He also buys beats. He mixes and masters his own music, and he is actually growing and a rising star in the music industry. He has multiple music videos that have over 1 million views.
Damn.
And I'm just really happy that we have a chance to get to sit down with him.
Yeah. And
And on top of that, besides all of that, right? P is just a real dude, man. P is a
Facts.
real dude, especially
Facts.
to me. I don't know if you guys remember, but in about 2 episodes, I think it was episode
2?
I believe it was episode 2,
Yeah, episode 2.
where we talked about my journey in the hospital in Halifax. And I told you guys, when I was saying P, I was referring to P here, right? PSL. He came out, he had a show out there in Halifax, and I was in the hospital at that time. And he came and he spent his time with me in the hospital, prior to his sound check and everything like that. And he spent his whole time with me. He went, performed, came back, spent time with me. I still remember the barbecue pizza. I remember that thing, so I can never forget that, bro. I really appreciate that for real. So you, bro,
Yo, real
you
shit,
always my
yo,
guy.
you
You know what I'm
already
saying?
know
You
what it
always gonna be my guy for that.
It's all love all around. You
Yes,
already
sir.
know.
Yes, sir.
You know.
So without further ado,
Let's
we gonna
dissect the man.
dissect you, bro.
Let's dissect you.
This is the fun part.
Okay,
That's right.
so Aquille already kind of gave a quick rundown about who PSL is, but sometimes you got to let the man, do the talking, So like
100%.
PSL, like, could you give the fans, like, we know who you are, but like, yo, could you just break it down to the fans, like, what you do, who you are, and everything about it, like, just give them a quick info.
All right, for sure. So, yo, I go by the name of PSL. I'm a Canadian artist, and I make music pretty much all around. I like to make beats, sell beats, all that stuff like Aquille mentioned. And I was born in Haiti, in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. That's where I was born. And I came to Canada at the age of, I was just about to turn 3 years old, me and my oldest sister.
Damn.
She was about to turn 5. So we was born there, right in the, Port-au-Prince is actually the capital of Haiti. So we stayed there, and we were staying in an orphanage because our family, like, they had really struggles and stuff, so they couldn't really take care of us. So it's a blessing and a curse, but I take it as a blessing every day.
Damn.
So I came to Canada, and I went to kindergarten in New Brunswick, Canada, yeah, because I know there's one in the U.S.
Okay.
There's a New Brunswick
okay.
in U.S., so
Okay.
I'm from Canada. I'm repping Canada.
Yes, sir.
Nothing against U.S.
You Canada up in the building.
So yeah, so like I grew up there in New Brunswick, and I just went through it, and after that I wanted to experience life for myself, because like as soon as I turned 18 years old, I went to college, and I did that thing, and I really wanted to, like, I went for audio engineering, but I didn't see myself as an engineer. I seen myself on the other side of the mixing table. Like, I wanted to really rap, express myself that way. So I just learned it to know how to do it for myself, because I know that was a big bag that I wasn't willing to spend in another studio. So I said, man, it took me like 3 years to get it right.
So
But now,
do it
man,
myself.
I'm saving so much money, and I'm really releasing my own, like, how I
Music.
feel about it at the moment. I don't have to wait.
Okay.
I like that.
That's sick.
You said that I don't know, were you in Haiti at the time of like the earthquake? Was that period of time, or was that before or after, or?
The earthquake was after. That
Okay.
was like in 2000 something.
Okay.
I
So,
came to Canada like 90 something.
okay. So that was after.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
But
wanted to clarify.
what was happening during the times why my parents had to let us go is that there was a lot of civil wars and genocide, and the government was getting overthrown at that time. So everybody was going through it. Like, so some people, they had to give away their kids. Some people, they had to give away their house, their family, their food, everything.
Damn.
Because the government was taking over everything. So I'm just blessed, bro, that I know for sure that my life wouldn't be the same if I was still over there. So I'm always, like, thankful every day.
Damn.
Damn. That's crazy. So, like, you literally have been surviving from and on the grind from since birth, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's impressive, man. How did you so you said you were in an orphanage in Haiti. So how did you, like, get to Canada itself, actually, or get to New Brunswick?
Okay, so my parents, my biological, not my biological parents, my how do you call it, adoptive parents?
Adoptive parents.
Yeah.
Right. No.
My adoptive parents, they came to get us in Haiti. Like, they flew right there. Like, they almost didn't let them out the country and everything. So they came in,
Damn.
and they came to get us, and they already had 2 kids of their own. So
Okay.
they had my brother and my older sister, my younger brother, my older sister.
Okay.
And they wanted to have more kids, so
Okay.
they blessed us, yo.
Damn.
That's super dope. That's actually, I didn't even know that. That's super dope. So, okay.
Cause that's a crazy story itself. Like, even from birth, like, he's been going through adversity already.
Adversity, yeah, from the beginning, you know.
Damn.
I guess, I don't know, this might be a little bit personal, but how, I guess, like, how was I don't know if you remember, but how was, like, the struggle of being in the orphanage at that time? Because I guess you didn't really know what was going to happen next,
Yeah.
you know, kind of going forward.
I was too young, really, like, to remember.
To
Like,
remember too
I
much,
really only remember being in New Brunswick, but my sister remembers a little bit.
Okay.
And, like, she told me, like, that, like, that's the best move that we needed to make to get out of there.
Whoa.
So, like, that's what happened. Like, like, you know what I mean? So,
Whoa. Okay.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. So New Brunswick now. What's New Brunswick like? Because, you know, I was on that was the East Coast, right? So I was on the East Coast for school, but I was in, like, Halifax.
yeah.
But in New Brunswick is
Fredericton?
Fredericton Is that the capital?
Yeah, that's in New Brunswick.
That's in New Brunswick.
That's the capital.
So I went there. I didn't get to explore like exactly how I wanted to, but
Nah. Just so you know, what it means by it didn't mean explore properly.
yo,
Shiny
you're lucky,
Dindy.
but I'm coming back.
This guy's just
Yeah,
I'm coming back. I'm coming back with my boy P.
bro.
I'm coming
Fredericton is a nice spot, man. Beautiful place.
Oh, 100%.
Beautiful woman, eh?
That's a beautiful woman over there.
Shout out to all the Fredericton women. I guess and the woman, but and the males. No, but so how was it growing up in New Brunswick? Like, what was it like? What was that environment kind of like
Okay,
for you?
so for people who don't know like where it is on the map and stuff, like you guys know where Quebec is, right? And Ontario. So where I grew up in New Brunswick was right on the border of Quebec and Ontario. I mean, of Quebec and New Brunswick. So it's only like a river that separated.
Oh,
okay.
So you cross the river, you're on the Quebec side, you get all the Quebec things, they come on this side to get the New Brunswick stuff.
Okay.
So that's what it was like growing up. So I had like a lot of like kind of diversity, but like obviously I was like one of the only black peoples there.
Yeah.
So I had to go through that type of stuff, which was perks and it was bad things about it, pros and cons. But overall, like I really grew up around like, okay, so my name PSL it stands for Pierre Saint Laurent. So this is my name. So that's where I get my name from, where I'm from. Like my dad's side of the family is French, and my mother's side of the family are English.
Okay.
So that's where I get my name. So I grew up like around a lot of French and English people.
Okay.
That's actually one thing that's really, really unique, because a lot of artists, right? They don't like, unless like the big artists, they use their like real name, like Jay-Z and J. Cole, like Jermaine. But like, it's very cool that you have the ability to use, like PSL is actually your name, right? It's Pierre Saint Laurent. So that's something that I think is really, really cool, and that stands out as an artist,
So when I first started, the funny story, side story is that I was going as Pierre Saint Laurent. I released the album like back in the days. If y'all can find it on iTunes, it's still there. But that was back in 2008, and I was going as Pierre Saint Laurent. And I showed up at this party, and this girl. It was an after party actually, and this girl, she's like, "Yo, what's up?" Da da da. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And then she's like, "Yo, are you the guy that makes music and stuff? We heard you on the radio." I'm like, "Oh shit." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, we just call you PSL over here." It's like, what's all this long ass? It's like, it's long name, like it's complicated. She's like, "I love your name, but I needed something like abbreviated." So I was like, "All right, man, I'm going with PSL."
So would you say that girl gave you the name?
Almost, yeah, pretty much. Shout
Damn.
out to her.
That's right.
Shout out to her.
I wouldn't want to see his name, the long name on the music videos.
Sticking
up the whole screen.
You know what I'm saying?
Sticking up the whole screen. I like that. So, when did you start doing music? Because you said
2008, bro. That means you've been doing it for
Yeah.
roughly 13 years, bro.
So yeah, I started like having interest in music early, like probably like grade 3, 4, shit like that.
Wow.
I was just hitting on drums and stuff with my brother, like at the house and stuff. But like other than that, I started taking it seriously when like I started making my own beats.
Yeah.
So I started that when I was 13.
Damn.
So I just wanted to make, because I was trying to figure out how do you make a song, right?
Yeah.
Like how does it start?
Yeah.
So then I was listening to like 50 Cent, Eminem at the time. Drake was just starting. So I was on MySpace. I found Drake there. And like then
MySpace.
Oh,
that was back in the back in the days.
MySpace.
Because I wasn't from Canada. I was kind of immigrant, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to really feel Canadian. So I was like, yo, who's the Canadian artist that I can support? You know. And then I found Drake, and I was like, yo, I knew about 50 in them, but it wasn't in Canada. And then I found that, and then I was okay. So how does the song get made? And then I figured out the beat. Well, where do I get the beats, man? And then I'm like, what the heck? And then I was like, then I went on YouTube and they're telling me $100 for a beat. So I was like, man, that shit sound crazy. I want to make my own beat.
Nice.
So I started making beats. I learned on YouTube though, watching tutorials.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
Anything
It's
on
lit.
that place,
It's lit
man.
over there.
Oh man.
I learned there, and I started making my own beats at 13, and then by the time I was 14, I started recording the album. I just woke up one day, I said, yo, I got all these beats, I got all the songs written, I got all that. I want to record, yo. I want to record this shit.
Damn.
And then at the time, I just found the studio because I didn't even know nothing about recording. I just, like, I was recording at home, but it sounded really crazy. Like, it was like something.
You got noise in the
Like,
background,
you
pops
can
cooking,
hear my
screaming.
neighbors, you know what I mean, in the yard and shit. But, like, so I said, man, I got to go to a real studio. I went to, saved up my money. I went to a real studio, and I recorded that. And then from there, like, that's where it really started. Because, man, the little wave started, yo. Like, I didn't even understand. I didn't understand exactly what was going on, but I knew that I wanted to keep doing that. Music.
That's, yo.
I stuck to it.
That's big, but that's big still.
That's big. That's like because you're still doing music right now. Like it's like rare for someone to find what they want to do at such an early age. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's sick that you were able to find what you wanted to do and like
stick to it.
Cause man, at 14, I wasn't like, I guess, like at 14, I wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna make it out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't so like, yo, boom, I'm gonna make an album and just do it. I didn't have that. I was like out here playing and, you know, doing whatever. So that's really, I like that, man. That's actually unique and very sick.
The best way I can put it, because I was thinking about that too. I was like, man, how do you stick to some for so long and like, it's not always up, you know what I mean? It goes up, it goes down. Like, people are gonna support you, people are gonna leave you alone, people are gonna switch around and shit. And I'm like, man, this is what I came up with. It's like a lot of artists, they say, man, I always wanted this, right? I always wanted to do this, I always wanted to do that. But me, I look at it, it's not that I always wanted, that's what I always did.
Wow.
So it doesn't even matter what I want, it's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm never, that's where I find my satisfaction. It's like, bro, that's what I always did and I'm still alive. So I'm like, I don't even worry about what I always wanted.
Damn.
Yo, that's
bars right there.
That's a gem. I need to
gem
get a
right
gem, man. I need to get like some gems and just drop it. That's a gem he just dropped right there.
Because I think right there, the biggest thing that you just mentioned that changed, like kept the difference between you and different artists is you have a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You had to switch your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Like even from a young age, like you said, you were like 13, grade 3, grade 4,
Mm-hmm.
you already knew what you wanted to do. And as soon as you found that out, like you didn't switch. Like even as a kid, some people say, "Oh, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor," but then you grow up and you're like, "Damn, no." Yeah. But you found out at a young age and you stuck to it.
Yeah.
Damn,
and the thing is too is like, you didn't get distracted, bro. Like from grade 3, at one point I wanted to be like a passer, and I wanted to play ball. Then I wanted to do, bro. I was getting distracted, but you didn't get distracted, bro, from your goal. Like, look at where you are right now as an artist, right? And you started from since you were like 3, bro, like making beats. And it's not like you just started straight making music. You started from beats and started building yourself into what you wanted to be, right? So that's a mindset thing right there, because I don't think a lot of kids at that age had that type of mindset to stick to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even the same thing with when you said, I want to, but you already had myself. Well, why am I gonna worry about what I'm already gonna do or something like that? I did. Like that right there is bar, in the sense of like, oh, people always say I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, but just applying that, just the mindset that you just mentioned, having that mindset that I want to do this, I want to do this, but you already know that. Nah, I already did it. So, bro, that's key. That's key. So talk a little bit about like your past. So I'm curious, like. So you mentioned earlier about like growing up in New Brunswick, being a black dude. Like, how was that experience? I really want to know, because like that's one thing people barely talk about. Like, well, how has that experience been for you?
Yeah, at first, like in the first going to school and stuff, it was kind of tough because I wasn't the only black person there. Like my friends, like every person that was black there was my friend. Basically, basically, we all link up. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah,
so it was like maybe like a few families out there, but like maybe like the percentage of black people was probably like 15%.
Okay.
And the population is like 10,000 over there.
Damn.
Where I grew up, like a small town. So it's like I had to go through everything. Like even like some other kids, it's not their fault, it's their parents. They have the old school way. So like you go to school and some kids are even 100. Like some kids would tell me, yo, the stories that their parents would tell them, they're like, bro, I don't even think like that.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what made me really understand. Like, man, it's not like the racism thing is like it's like a generational thing. It's
Yeah.
like it's taught. It's not. It's,
Yeah.
you're not born with it.
Yeah.
You're not born with it.
Yeah.
So like I had to go through a lot of shit, but I always knew that's what helped me is the music. That I always knew my value, because I could hear and talk about what they want to do, and I was already doing what I wanted to do. So like when they were like people were trying to use other things against me, I was like, yo, man, feel how you feel. Like some shit hurts, obviously, like when you're young and shit, you don't understand. But like as you go, man, I kicked that shit out the door so far,
fast.
so fast, cause yo, the music, bro, kept me there. I was like, even if I wasn't making the best song I didn't have a million radio spins and all that. I knew I was doing something, man, because I was killing procrastination. You know what I mean?
Bro, you.
That
Bro, I run out of gems right here.
right now, cause like yo,
we just started the interview.
you just
I don't
started
even
already,
have enough
and
gems, bro.
my guy's already killing it. Cause like, bro, that right, the last word you just said, bro, stuck to me in the sense of like killing procrastination. I'm a victim, bro. I procrastinated a lot, but you're killing it. Like, so, what steps? Like, what do you do to like make that not happen?
Yeah. How do you kill procrastination?
Okay, so if I take it back to when I was younger,
Yeah.
like to stay focused like on my music, I just like obviously I would go run around with my friends and all that stuff and do all kind of crazy stuff, and people would try to stop you, tell you you ain't it, it's only these type of people that make it, this and that, you this all this shit. And I just use it as fuel, yo. That's what made me unprocrastinate, because I was like, bro, it took him all this time to tell me that, and it took me 2 minutes to do what I'm doing, bro. It doesn't even add up.
Facts. That's
So
true.
like as a youngin, that's what kept me focused my whole like up to here today. Like I feel like if I got another 30 years to go, if I stick to the same formula, bro, at least I'm gonna be happy. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Cause like that's what really can stop somebody. Like if you're young and you're going through, it doesn't even have to be racism, could be bullying, could be anything. Like if you find something where it's like your highest value of yourself, like what you value the most, and you work that, bruh, everything else gonna cancel out. So it might take time, but you have to really grind. Because if you give the negative stuff attention, it's just gonna fuel it.
So how do you? Okay, because bro, like, man, you hitting me with so many gems. Like how do you, like you said, because even in music and podcasting, we're starting a podcast, right? And we're new, and it's a big field, bro. There's millions of podcasts all over the world, right? And in the music industry is a big industry, right? There's tons of artists.
Yeah.
So how do you like you said, there's highs and lows all the time. Like sometimes, bro, we might only get one view from the podcast,
Sure.
or we might get 10,000 views, which is great, right? But how can you manage yourself in those highs and lows, right? Like, so, because like sometimes we get that one guest, you might feel good, they might comment or whatever, that you might feel good, but in yourself you're like, man, only one person saw that, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess you have to know really the reason why you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
So I would say, what is your reason for why you're doing music?
Okay, so what I do to like manage through the ups and the lows, and like for the views and all that stuff, like all the comments and all the social media stuff, like first things first, I always tell myself why I'm out. Like it's reason. You have to have a reason to do it. So the main reason, it can't be like, it has to be within you. So if you can do it on your own, and you can hit 10,000 hours doing it on your own, you're not gonna worry about like, because you already love it so much. Like you're doing it, doesn't matter. You find something out of it. So it's like, okay, yeah, you make the song and then you release it to get people's reaction and stuff like that. But like, when you record the song, you have to find some satisfaction in that part too. You know what I mean? In each step. Yeah, for yourself. So that way, like, it's like what gets you lit. You know what I mean? So like, even at the comments and stuff, like if like 300 people commented and you got like 5,000 likes, but like 250 of them said they didn't like the song, but 5,000 people liked it, and then I don't know, maybe 10,000 people viewed it. So to you, it's just opinion, right? It's like food, bro. So to you have to find what gets you lit. So if you go to a festival, a food festival, you might go into the veggie section, you might go into the meat section, you might go into the pizza section, whatever it is. And like, you gotta just figure out what gets you lit and stick to that, because there's always gonna be a bigger artist than you. There's always gonna be a smaller artist than you. There's always gonna be someone with more likes, less likes. Like if you find your zone, and focus like on the ones that really fuck with you, bro, that shit is like it's a good vibe. And like that's for the music part, but like to like keep going, like not giving up, like for the bad parts and stuff, like even when it's good and stuff. I'd say like for me, my main inspiration is my sister, is my oldest sister, because I've seen her go through it and like build back from the like, as people tell you, like people will go through the same shit and they would like they'd be like, yo bro, my life is over. But like I seen her like, put everything together, put the plan together and like build up, and now like bro, like she came from the same place as me, and she's a psychotherapist at the university, and she teaches at the university, and she helps with social mental health at Ottawa, specifically for Black people.
Hey, big shout out big shout out to the sister. We appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing it, man.
And
Keep
she's
doing it.
still studying, man, for her master's. So it's like, not for her master's, for PhD. She already has
Damn.
a master's.
I like that.
So like, that's what motivates me. Like, bro, if my sister can do it, I can do it for sure. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Energy.
And like she gives me the game of like, she gave me the game of like how to make a plan. You know what I mean? Like if like when things are good, when things are bad. So that's what motivates me. Like
still.
that, because through the ups and downs, man, so much shit is gonna happen. You just gotta find your focus.
So I have a question. So, cause like life sucks. Let's put it that way. Life can be good, life can be bad.
Yeah.
But you mentioned something about sticking to it. When you find your zone and you stick to it. Have you had a scenario where that zone changes? Like change. How do you adapt to that change? If you get what I mean.
Oh, like okay. If I can relate to the music again, like when I'm recording, this is what I do. Like I be recording, like I get an idea, like whatever, if it's on a beat that I heard or whatever, I get the idea, I go record it, and then I'm in the zone. But when it stops, like going, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna force. Oh, bro, I gotta finish this verse. I gotta finish this. So I just let it go, and then I go into the next song. I open the next beat, the next track. So that way it's like that fresh feeling. So I still have the love for it, not because that song was going bad, that I'm a bad artist, bro. Just go hit a new track, and then I'll go do that track again later. So after I have a bunch of them put together. Shit, what was the question?
No, you have the right track, cause I think even just from you explaining right now, I kind of get the idea in the sense of like, say you're trying to work on a project. A lot of people get stuck in this sense. I do it too. I get stuck too. I'm pretty sure Aquille does too. When working on a project and like you're stuck in one situation, you always think like, yo, I gotta figure this. But from when you're using the music example, you don't get stuck on that. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna jump into the next one. Because I think with that, when you're working on the next one, you'll be surprised. Fresh.
It's fresh, and then you might feel better to go back to the next one when you're done. You know,
exactly.
And you're, okay, I made this new song and it's lit. Now let me go back to the other one, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you might have like about doing that new one, you might get some ideas that like, yo, might benefit the one you were working on before. So, bro, I sit still.
And I think that also ties into a mindset, right? Because it's like if I'm struggling with ball and then I go play football, right? And I improve my confidence. I'm like, yo, I'm killing football. Then I might have enough. That might build my confidence enough and my mindset enough. Like, yo, I can play football, bro. Football. If I might say like, yo, football is harder than basketball. That means I can do basketball. When I come back now, I'm like, yo, I have a different mindset to a different approach to the game, right?
Facts.
So I think that is really, really big.
That's like still.
No, that is really, really big.
So we're gonna dive a little bit more in the sense of, so after when did you move to Edmonton, or did you move to Edmonton first, or what happened? How did you leave New Brunswick?
Okay, so I left New Brunswick at the age of 17. I was about to turn 18, and that's when I was done high school and stuff. So I wanted to explore life, so I went to college, and that was in London, Ontario.
Okay.
And then from there, after college, I went to Burlington, and like that's in Ontario, and then I lived in Mississauga, I lived in Toronto, I lived like all around Ontario. I was just figuring it out, and then I was really having fun in the city, you know. But like
for the streets,
that's where the staying focused comes into play. I was like, man, I was having fun, but I wasn't really like making the right connections for the music. I was making more connections in other ways, but like it was cool, but it wasn't really what I wanted. So I had to. I moved to Edmonton really to like
Focus.
To lock in and focus, yeah.
because I was going there. Like I had some friends there and stuff, so I used to fly there back and forth. But when I saw the city and I was like, man, this is the place I want to be. I went to Calgary, I went to Vancouver, I went to everywhere. So I was like, bro, Edmonton is the one. I saw the culture in the city, like the like one thing unique about that city is that almost everyone there is they came from another country with their family. Like a big
Yeah.
so like it's so much culture that's where talent breathes to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I was like, man, this is just a place to grind, or it's a place to like express yourself, because there's no one there to tell you that's not it. Like if you're in Toronto, bro, there's so many people protecting their spot, they're gonna tell you it's not it when you're hot as fuck.
True.
So it's like Edmonton, bro, I said, bro, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. So I pulled up and I did my thing, you know what I mean?
Yes,
and
sir.
now people in Toronto tell me, come back to Toronto.
we want you back over there.
That's crazy though, because like even the last part you mentioned, in the sense of like, you mentioned two stuff that really stuck to me. One was you were not lucky enough, but like you were smart enough to had the right mindset to figure out that, okay, this is a problem in Ontario, like chilling and everything. And you're like, I gotta leave, I gotta focus on my grind. And then the second one, where you mentioned in Toronto, like that a lot of people, even when your shit is good, like your stuff is good, there are always people trying to bring you down because they don't want you to get to their spot. But you were smart enough also not to let that get to you. So this man's dropping some bars still, because like that's crazy.
So it's really nice to see the mindset of how he's thinking and approaching the game, right?
Yeah.
Because like it's crazy how like your mindset can translate to anything, because there's some people that have that same mindset when they translate to sports, music, schoolwork, photography, podcasting, right? It's
girls.
just cool to see how those girls, you know what I'm saying? You can apply that mindset to everything. It's just it's like that mindset is like so key, you know? And I like that.
It's been grinding for, bro. Damn.
That's a
lot of years, bro.
Bro, to stay consistent for that long is, bro, that in itself is an accomplishment. Because, bro, there's lots of people that, like, people work their job, like, people work in their careers and they switch, like, after whatever.
I snap.
10 years, 8 years, they switch.
Yeah.
But you stay consistent and to keep grinding and to keep working, bro. That's an accomplishment.
And you're still staying consistent. It's not like you're slacking. You're still staying consistent. Because I'm pretty sure this might be dropping some heat.
Damn
some
right.
bangers.
Don't worry, we're gonna post some links. Don't worry, we're gonna post some links.
He got more coming. Like, he got more coming. Because I this guy, no, I give him respect. Like, bro, you're doing good shit. Like, straight up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Hear the story behind it, you know?
Yeah. So my question now is, so you said you left New Brunswick because you were 17, turning 18. You wanted to explore. So my question is, when you moved to Ontario, whatever, what would you say?
But that's what you no.
So when you moved to Ontario, what would you say were, like, I would say 3 things you did that you wish you can go back in time to change? Because like now you're older, now you're wiser, like you know more. Because like that exploring, I'm pretty sure like everyone, when you have that mindset, like you just want to explore, you make a lot of mistakes. So what are like 3 mistakes you feel that anyone in that situation, because the people that are in the same situation right now, 17, living with their parents are holding them down from exploring what they want to do, and they want to move out. But some of them don't really know what to expect when you leave. So what would you say are 3 mistakes that you feel you made that you would advise anyone to be like, not even change? Because like every like you always say, it's every mistake you make is like it's a learning experience.
It's not really a mistake. It's just it's only a mistake if you don't learn from it.
Exactly.
Everything that you fail or you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's just a learning opportunity. But you have to learn from it, because if you don't learn from it, then you fail. Then it's a failure, right?
So what are 3 things you've not change? I'm going to rephrase the question. Not change, but you would advise anyone in that situation moving out to be aware of?
Their friend circle, keep that shit small. And then one thing is, like, don't chase not mistake, but one thing that I'm doing different now is I don't chase a hit and I don't chase a label. Like, I was chasing connections, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Like, if you believe in yourself, you know what I mean? Like, because you're gonna get a way better deal if they're asking you for something, if you're asking them for something. So it's like that slowed me down because I was wasting my time. You know what I mean? You're like, yo, like you're running to this place, you're knocking on this door, knocking on that door, getting a different video director that has nothing to do with your people to do your shit. Bro, they won't have the same interest.
So, but what's the line between? Because like, what's the line between, like, putting yourself out there and staying patient? Because it's like,
you can still put yourself out there. You just, it's like how you said, there's like, the internet is huge. Like, as an artist, like, okay, you have to use Spotify, you have to use the streaming platforms, but the internet itself, there's nobody controlling that shit. Nobody's gonna, like, so it's like,
True.
You don't have to ask somebody to use the internet.
That's true.
Bro, post your shit, somebody's gonna see it. That's it. That's that simple.
Even bars.
That's true.
Because,
that's true.
bro, if you chase them and all that, bro, see how big the internet is, bro. Joe try to chase a spaceship in the galaxy, bro. You're gonna get lost, bro.
Down.
You know what I mean? Even if the star is so huge, right, and you see it shining bright, and you're gonna chase it, bro, you're gonna get lost still.
It's true.
That's true. Still,
That's actually true. That's actually true, though.
True.
That's
So
actually
it's
true.
like that's one thing I don't do no more. I don't chase, and I keep my circle small. And like, as a third thing, I'd say like manage your plans, like plan management. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like doesn't even have to be about money. It's like manage your time, like because that's what you need to make money. So it's like if you let people waste your time, bruh. Even just if you want to see like, I just want to see what's going on over here. If you always have a reason and you're planning, like that's what took me further. Because before I wasn't planning, bro. I was just waking up. I was like, bro, turn up. What are we doing?
Yeah, I remember those days. Actually, I remember those
what
days.
we doing? Like even when I
2-4
moved to Edmonton, I was like, yo, at first, like I still had my plan, but I was like focused a lot on partying and girls and all that stuff.
What was that?
202.
202. Shout out to 202.
Yeah, that's
real ones know.
That was the apartment, that spot.
So,
but yeah, that's the three things I say.
Okay, so I like the friend,
Time management.
keeping your friends small. Don't chase. I pretty much just put it. Don't chase. What's it called?
Like
brands and deals and stuff like that. Put yourself out there, but don't chase it because
let your opportunity come to you. Or
and
kind of
the third one is plan management and time management. But I like the first one. I wanna the second one is nice, but I wanna dive into those two.
Yeah.
The friends one and the time management, because I remember when you were talking about your sister, she gave you like, we gotta share some gems here. Like you're already sharing too much gems, but I want to dive more into it. But I think I'll go first with the time management, because that's a lot of things people struggle in. Time management. It's like, yo, give some tips. Like how do you? Because I know once you get that in check and you stick to it, a lot of big changes can happen in your life. So how do you actually go about it? And how do you actually stick to it?
And how, because I can imagine that time management and your friend circle kind of come together because certain like, say for example, I wanted to chill with one of my friends, right? One of my good friends, but that takes my time. So how do you handle? How do I handle that? Like how do I like make that work so that like even though I'm chilling with my friend, I'm still using my time wisely?
Yeah.
Yo, I'd say like it's just for like, this is just if you really have a goal, because that shit works for real, yo. It's that you have to have priorities. That's it. Prioritize everything. Prioritize your time, prioritize your friends, prioritize your money, prioritize what you eat, all that, because that's like going back to procrastination. If you procrastinate, that's your priority, because that's what you're doing in the moment.
Yeah.
So if you prioritize like your time or your friends, so if you know this friend, he likes to drink beer on Thursdays, and then the other friend, but when you guys talk, you guys don't talk moves, but you have fun, you're drinking beers, but he's not interested in, or she's not interested in making moves or going further. Then you have another friend that maybe he's less fun, but like they do moves that will help you further in life, right? So it's like you can still hang out with both friends. You just have to manage. Like, so say if your mind is clear in the morning, you're like, yo, in the mornings, like from 1 to 3 p.m. or like from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., I'm clear. I just woke up. I worked out. It's time for me to learn and make a move. Yo, chill with that friend at like 10 and 3. And then when you're like, yo, I did everything. I just want to chill with, like, that's the shit I had to do. Like, and my sister again and everybody like around me, good people around me, just like, yo, P, you see what you want, yo, it's like just they help me focus, right?
So I think what I kind of got from that too is that you need to be aware of yourself because you need to know like, okay, when I get up in the morning at this time, my mind is clear. So then maybe I can chill with this friend, or maybe I can't chill with this friend because I need to put in work here.
Yeah.
It's like being aware of your surroundings and your friends and all those different things, right? Is what I feel.
That's sick still. So that's I hope you guys got that though, because those are tips that I'm gonna apply to my personal life. I'm just gonna put it out there. But the second one I really want to know is the friends, because like you probably met a lot of people. You met positive friends, you met negative friends. This is one thing I think a lot of people struggle in. How do you cut
100%.
like negative? How do you spot negative friends? Because some people are negative in your life you don't even know.
Yeah.
So how do you spot that? And two, how do you actually get rid of them? Because people just say cut off. But when sometimes the friend that might be negative to you might be very, very close.
Maybe from since birth.
Like,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
how do you handle that situation?
Bro, you tell them about your priorities.
You
You know what I mean? So it's like if that friend is like a energy
friend.
drainer, right?
Yeah.
They're not really like the ones that's gonna tell you to go drink and drive and do some crazy shit. They're just draining your energy. They might just not found their own thing yet, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't know what it is, right? But like just it's the priority thing, yo. Like tell them, yo, look, this is what I gotta do. This is where I'm going, bro. If they don't fuck with it, it's like, bro, you gotta go do something else.
Okay.
Cause like your friends, yo, like there's always gonna be like your close friends. Like you have to know how to categorize like your different
friends.
things, your different relationships.
Yeah.
Cause what you bring to the table is not 100% for everybody.
True.
100% of it is not for everybody.
True.
Yeah.
So it's like if it's only 30%, but that friend understands that. Like I'd rather link somebody that's like on their move, like I like what they do more than what they say. So if my friend talks about all this stuff, right, but they don't do none, and then I have somebody that they talks a little bit, but it's like you only link once a month, but you make the biggest moves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust that person way more than a person that's like toxic or that's like that's energy draining and shit. So it's like to know like your friends group and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like that. Yeah.
It's almost like kind of observation, kind
Yeah,
of seeing
you
like,
have to see.
see how they do certain things, observing them, because it's only gonna take. You're gonna need time to kind of observe your friends to see like, okay, maybe this friend, even though we're cool, it's lots of fun. Maybe I gotta chill with him when I have time to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's fun time, I can chill with him. But like, because I know that when it's time to grind, I need to focus.
Yeah.
And this is not the best compliment for me to focus.
Yeah.
When I'm with him, I don't focus that well. So maybe I can't chill with him at this moment. You know.
Okay. That's my still.
That's a lot of really key gems.
Yes, sir.
I want to jump back to the music here for a second. Is that I want to ask you because, bro, you've been making music since like it's 13 years.
Yeah.
So now what I want to ask you, it's gonna be a kind of maybe it's a hard question, maybe not. But what's your favorite song that you've made? Like, you know, your favorite song and why? Like why?
And I want to ask. I'm gonna ask the opposite to you. What's your worst?
Okay. So my favorite song.
Yin yang up in here.
Shit. Man, that's tough.
That's a lot of songs you gotta go through, man. Actually, no, I want to throw in one more too. Throw it in. But what song has the most that you've created has the most meaning to you as well?
So you got 3 questions.
You got 3 questions.
You can answer whichever one first.
Whichever you want first, man.
Which is the worst, which is the best, and which is the one with the most meaning,
and why?
Okay, so what would you say?
So for my favorite song, I'm gonna start. There's more than one, man. I can't just pick one.
Yeah, fair.
I'd
Top
say,
3.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say The Ride, Show Out, and it's between Like a Dime and 2 Times.
Okay.
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 And then, oh shit.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and then for my worst song, I don't have one, cause I make all of them. I'm ready for it to blow up. Any song I drop.
That.
I like that answer, bro.
I
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I like that answer, bro. I don't got no bad songs, bro.
Like
they all got purpose.
I don't know if the song is bad or good, but I know to me it's good.
It's good.
That's what matters, man. That's what matters.
Okay, and then for the good songs, the reason why I'm picking those songs is because I remember where I was at at the time in my life when I made the song. Like not when I released it, when I made the song.
Yeah.
Cause like I think like the way to keep it the song to the best quality is like do it when you feel it. As soon as you feel it, do it.
Okay.
Cause like that's why I took 3 years, man, to do engineering. Cause I didn't want to call a studio, bro. I got this idea, man. Okay, I'll come through next Tuesday, bro. I do it on the spot, so that way the feeling is there, and then from there, I go back the next morning and I'm like, okay, this is how I really felt. This is what I was thinking, and then bro, that's what I do. So that's why those songs, cause like Show Out, back in the days, I was just really like grinding like my sound, like the quality of my sound, right? So that song like really like showed me I was on like I felt like I was on another level. And then 2 times and the ride, it was just like a whole thing like with my homies, like, and the reason I like it the most because it's my first post on Instagram. So when I came to the city, I told myself, if I'm gonna tell people I'm a rapper, I need something. So I made a video and I went with that.
Remember that song? Yeah, I remember that.
So my favorite is All With It.
All With It? Oh yeah, I like that one too.
I think my favorite is Go Figure. You
Yo,
know that?
I was gonna say Go Figure too, but like, bro, there's so many of them. But like, the reason why,
so big.
Yeah, I just like all of them, man. Like I just like making the songs and shit.
Nice. And what was I gonna say?
What's the most meaningful one?
Yeah, that's the third one.
They're all meaningful. Like, okay, so here I can explain it this way. All my songs, like, they all have the same meaning. They're all like I'm not the rapper that's talking about 3, 4, 5 different things. I talk about like women and shit in my song because, like, I just from, like, going back to my sister, right? Like, I seen her go through so much struggle. Like, I wanted to make music. I make music, so I wanted her, like, now I'm talking about relationship with women and stuff, but as like just in general, I wanted her to feel like she's the most confident person she can be. So that's why my songs gas women, not because I'm a simp or some shit like that, you know? Because she was young too. She was like 15 and stuff. So like, that's what's the best way I could do it is like, bro, just always put it towards that because I know that's just what I wanted. You know, that's just how I feel every day. So it's like now I still make songs about women because of that. That's what I do it for you. It's that simple.
Bro,
I rate that.
I actually rate that a lot. I have a lot of, but I didn't know that. But that, bro, that's actually sick.
It's not because I'm
That's
trying
actually
to have sex with so many women,
Yeah.
girls and shit. It's because the ones
That's
that
a
are
sick
really
reason.
going through shit, I want them to feel like they're the most confident people in their life when someone's trying to take that from you.
Damn.
Hey, ladies out there, I hope you just heard what he said.
That's
because y'all should be. There should be like 10 million follows on his music
Straight up,
right after
bro,
this.
That's different.
That's a like.
That's
Do you hear what he
different.
said? Yo, we have to get a repeat button
Yeah,
or something like that, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro,
That's true.
what you just said there, bro, was
It's different because it's different.
I've never heard that before.
A lot of rappers rap about drugs, money, having sex with women and stuff like that. But you're rapping in the sense of you're trying to make women feel confident. Even when somebody's trying to take that away, that's key.
That's bro. I didn't know that. That's actually very key. That's cool.
Yeah.
Major.
That's why I do it.
I like that.
So, but now, I want to dive deep into something a lot of people love. Not a lot of guys, the curiosity in the sense, because now they're talking about women. So,
You know
don't
what
you?
time? This is Shades time now.
Shades time.
Yeah, throw them shades on.
This is the Shades time now.
Men in Black season.
Men in Black season,
Let's
baby.
go. But for real though, like for real, how you said you wanted to explore? How it? How is so? I have 2-3 questions maybe. Maybe I'll make you want to go one by one. I think every guy has gone through this, a heartbreak. I believe so. So unless you're different, if you're a different beast.
Everybody go through that.
So I'll say one, having that freedom. How did you handle knowing that there's a lot of women out there? And 2, how did you handle rejection and heartbreak when it happened to you? And like, if you can give us a story, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And then the third one is, how do you handle situations now?
Okay, so
Damn, some good questions.
how I handle like heartbreak and stuff and like women is that bro, the first girl that I ever dated, bro, she cheated on me. And like, I didn't. It's not that I care. Right? Like now I don't care. But like back in the day, that was just my first experience of that, right? Because like what happened is like some other guy was trying to get her, and he told her that I cheated on her to get her, and she believed him. So that's how it went. So like now, I don't even like when I approach girls and stuff. I know not every girl's like that. I really I still believe there's the one out there, you know.
Okay.
But like, I just figure out like, yo, just communicate, yo. Like that's how you deal with rejection and all that. Like, bro, be straightforward and tell them what the heck it is, bro. And like, bro, and then if you, bro, that's just what it is. And then from there, she either gonna fuck with it or not.
That's true.
Because, bro, that's how I deal with it now. But back in the days, it was tougher. Like, oh, girls leading you on, you leading girls on. You don't know if you want this one. She don't know if you want you. All that shit. And then you get your heart broken because you thought this was the one. Bro, that's some shit I think everybody got to go through. I don't even think one person is immune to that.
Nah, heartbreak is
you're gonna get played like the puppets at some point in your life, bro.
Yeah. That's and the best way to deal with it is to not make the same mistakes. Learn how to move on.
Exactly.
It's like, bro, once you moved on, bro, you're gonna break her heart.
Exactly. You know, like I always say, never believe Disney.
Disney is not a real thing.
You guys, there's a reason why I emphasize so much on it. If you listen to like, bro, almost every episode I've said this stuff.
Disney not
don't believe
real.
in Disney because like it falls back. If you watch Disney and romantic movies, they would say, "Oh, do this." Hey, happy ever after and stuff. But like life, like I said from the beginning, like I said today, like life sucks. So like no one's saying don't treat anyone with respect, but like you see what he said. The girl heard. Like the guy told her, "Oh, he cheated on you," and they say communication, but she couldn't talk with him about it.
She didn't even ask.
She just, you know what? Nah, I don't give a shit. She just went through with it.
Cause the thing was, bro, this motherfucker went in because he was like, "Yo," he told her I cheated on a girl that I dated before her.
Oh, so it made it feel real.
It could have been real, you know. But I was like, bro, that's not what I'm on.
Yeah, he knew how to. He placed it nicely.
He placed it nicely. But still, though. The guy out there, that's some.
But now I'm here. I don't know where they are.
That's some
facts.
That's facts. Because like you already you see what happened. You moved on. You leveled up.
Yeah.
Like P at that time and P now is two complete different person.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like this is what I mean when I say if you went through that and then you didn't learn from that and then you just kept going through it, then bro, that's a failure because you're not learning from what's happening to you. But if like it's okay to mess up, bro. That's an okay thing. Everybody messes up. I've messed up. P messed up. Ori messed up. Everybody is messed up.
Big time.
But it's about learning from it, bro. You have to learn from when you mess up. You gotta learn from it because if you don't, then that's when you're failing. That's when you're losing. That's when you're taking the L.
One of the best quotes I heard is that smart people learn from their own mistakes and wise people learn from other people's mistakes.
Bars.
You know
So learn. Gem drop. Yes, sir. So, but there was one question you missed. I just want to jump back, which was when you moved out at 17, 18. Like, you were. I don't know how it was growing up fully, but you were always. My guess is you were always locked up. Like, you don't have the freedom to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But then moving out, bro, you actually start seeing stuff. How did you handle? Because like, bro, you see this over there to your right, you see the bad, you see your left, the bad. How did you handle that pressure? Like at the time, maybe I have a feeling at the time, curiosity, like you said.
Yeah.
How did you handle that? How was that? And what change happened that made you like reset?
Bro, I went off. So like I just, cause I always been grinding, you know. So I always been getting it. Like I worked for it. So it's like I always like put that as my priority. So even before the women, I'm like, bro, these girls, bro, I like, bro, I spend a lot of money on girls and shit. But like, to keep focused and stuff is like, stay on your grind. You'll find your priorities again. Like, if my focus was to build a family with this girl or whatever girl I'm seeing, I would tell her, yo, I have plans to do that, yo. Like, it doesn't have to be right now, but this is what I want to do.
Okay.
So me, I always told them that music was my main priority. So it's like, yo, we can do whatever, but when it comes to the music, that should come first. So
I think it falls back to, I don't know if any guy out there, any guys and female, or recommend this book, The Way of the Superior Man. Because like from what you just said, like it's different terminology, but priorities. In the sense, in the book, they call it finding a purpose as a man. Because like a lot of guys out there trying to, even me right now, I'm still trying to figure it out fully. But when you figure out what you're trying to do, like what's your purpose and why are you on this earth? Like you found this at an early age, which is doing music. That's why it wasn't like instinct. It wasn't like you were taught, not like you learned it. It was like instinct, because you know in the back of your head, like, yo, this is what I want to do. In that point, you never put. I would say maybe you did. I don't know. But from what you said, you never put like females, friends over music.
yeah,
Because
unless they put food on my table
fair.
and they keep my lights on and shit.
Fair.
Still.
Because actually one thing that I've noticed, ladies, I might be wrong, but it's just from what I noticed in my time. But if a girl has something to do, like if she has to go get her nails done or her hair done, bro, and you guys have like, bro, she's not gonna abandon that plan for you, bro.
Facts.
Like I guarantee you, she's
Yeah,
not gonna abandon that
exactly.
plan for you. But sometimes, bro, I remember times I'd be shifting my whole day to accommodate a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to go work out. Bro, I work out after I chill with this girl, then I go work out. But I'm tired after I chill with her, you know? But it's the same thing, bro. Girls, bro, if they gotta do something, bro, they're gonna do that. And then if they have a chance, they're gonna come see you or whatever if you know, whatever. But they're gonna do that thing first.
Facts.
You know, and and like, yes, as guys, bro, we love women, yeah, you love guys, but bro, you gotta set your priorities, because you have to be able to, you have to be able to stand up for yourself in that way. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, nah, I want this. It's a discipline, right? It's a discipline. It's like, yo, yeah, I want to do this, but I need to do this first.
Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna give you guys another bar. Akille, can you tell the people what does it mean to be disciplined?
Self-discipline
Boom,
is
boom.
the ability
Boom, boom.
to do what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
even when you don't feel like doing it, whether you feel like doing it or not.
Yeah,
Facts.
Real shit. That's
Facts.
that's some real shit right there.
That's
Bro.
that's what it is.
It
'Cause
told
that's
me.
when the
You go.
I feel like from my experience, that's when the best results came through. Because
Mhm.
when I thought it was done, but I kept going, and then, because like the crazy thing is sometimes you're grinding for one thing and you don't realize that's not even, that might be like part of what you want, right? But you don't realize that just grinding towards it, somebody else knows exactly what you need.
True.
Or somebody, you might have what somebody needs, right? Because you're going towards that lane. So even if you're like, if you don't give up, right, you stay self-disciplined, like, bro, is that when it's time to give up and you keep going, all I know is that that's when the real shit happens.
Facts.
That's like, bro, that's when you get blessed, because there's always somebody watching.
100%.
Facts.
Bro.
Even when you don't think, like, bro, sometimes I'd be posting on Instagram and like, bro, I might have like 3-4 posts and I only got like 2-3 business like random ass messages. And then I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna take a break. Then I post something that I was like, bro, I just made this on my grind. I was like, I grinded for this thing, right? Bro, you get all the,
Oh yeah.
The response
Everything
back.
comes that
happens.
day.
That happens.
Because it's very easy to like. It's like when you go. It's like for going to the gym, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like the days when you don't want to go to the gym. The days that you push through and go to the gym, those are the days when you feel the best. You're like, bro, I didn't even want to go, and I still came and I still went.
Facts.
Because that's when you really build in, like, bro, anybody can do anything when it feels good. Like, if I feel like, I can always, bro, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
But it's about the difference. The thing that separates people is doing it when you don't want. Like, you think Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and LeBron and all these guys, you think they got to that point just doing it when they felt like doing it?
Nah.
They have to do it after games, after they're done icing, staying away from their family when they don't want to get better.
Facts.
Right? It's just like, in order for you to get better, you must have this. It's a necessity. It's not like there's no ifs, ands, and buts. It is a necessity.
Like, just when we're using the gym as an example, I didn't tell you. I don't think I told you. So, we barely talk about fitness, but we're very big into fitness. Like, very, very big.
Very, very.
yeah.
But the PR that I set, I kid you not, that day I didn't want to go to the gym. Like, that morning I woke up, I was like, nah. Because I had to go to the dentist. I was like, nah, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to relax. Because the appointment was 7 a.m. So appointment to the dentist was 7 a.m. The gym opens by 5. I was like, nah, you know, I'm just going to rest 2 hours, get extra sleep, not go to the gym. 5:15, I got up. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the gym and just do purely deadlift. I got there, boom, started lifting. 200 pounds. easy. 300, easy. 400, easy. My PR was 4 or 5. I was like, you know what? Now I'm gonna bang a PR. I didn't want to go to the gym that day. I went to the gym because I
Broke
pushed
the
myself
record.
and I broke my PR. It falls back to the same stuff. If someone's trying to be wealthy, trying to make money, same idea. You got a budget. No one likes budgeting. No one likes, like, you want to spend money, but you have to be disciplined enough to force yourself. Okay, I gotta save this money. I gotta invest. You have to fight yourself not to go to restaurants and spend food outside. Same thing, like, you gotta be careful, like, not going on dates, spending money on girls. Like, there's so much, but everything falls back. My perspective is everything falls back. If you're trying to be good at something, you gotta be disciplined.
You must.
Your music, staying consistent, staying true to what you feel,
discipline
like staying
for
true to
those
what you,
years.
because like you could have changed like what you rap about, but like, you know what? Nah, I'm staying disciplined to this because this is like it's passion. It's what I love doing. So
Staying disciplined for that, bro.
That
Staying
long,
disciplined for that long,
key.
bro.
Crazy.
You're already a beast, bro.
Already a beast,
You're
man.
already a beast in your own
Beast,
right.
man.
So Pete, tell the people what you doing now.
Yeah.
What's popping now? What's coming up new? What's with the albums out? Where they can find
Say no more. Right now, I've got a mixtape out. It's called Something Different. I dropped that in June. It's for the summer. I got singles coming out for the summer. Possible music videos.
Okay. Say less.
And I'm working on an album. So now this is just a mixtape. So I just had a bunch of songs together, and I just wanted to release it, So I'm working on an album right now to like make something really, really nice for my fans and stuff.
Damn. Okay.
And other than that, they can find me on SoundCloud, PSL Wave, on Instagram, PSL Wave, on YouTube, PSL Wave. Pretty much everywhere, PSL Wave.
Okay.
Bio.
Don't worry, we're gonna drop all the links in the bio, everything. So it'll be easy. You can just go down here and just in the bio, and you can just click it and be redirected to his all his things.
I don't know if it's personal or anything, but like what we're talking about, like on Friday, and is it next week Friday? I don't know. Do you want to tell the fans what's going to be happening, or it's just
Next Friday?
yeah, like the going to is it personal or
Yeah, it's just a business trip.
okay, it's a business trip. Okay, no, so we're not gonna talk about that, but my man's making some big moves. We talk, he's making some big moves.
Yeah, a
Some
lot of
big,
shit
big
coming
moves.
up. I'm like the next thing for me, I'd say, is expanding. Like I know, like I've been in, I would say Edmonton a lot and stuff, but like I don't see myself as a local rapper. So I want to expand, like show people I can do the same thing in another city and like with at the same level, because like I like their local rap scene and stuff. I've done a lot of local shows, but to me, where the value is where you can reach the most people.
Bars.
So online is unlimited. You know what I mean? How many people on earth online every day?
100%.
Doing a show is cool too. I like doing shows. I can't wait to do big shows. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, y'all know where to reach him.
They're coming. They're coming.
yeah, that's what I want to do. But like, and like as the grind every day, y'all can find me on Instagram, man. That's where I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be out there doing the most to get some like outside, like beefing with rappers and
Yes,
shit.
sir. Yes, sir.
None of that stuff, man. You'll never
sure.
find me beefing with nobody. You're always gonna find me on the gram releasing new music. That's how it's
He's
gonna
gonna
be.
be in here
And
disciplined.
shouting out all my homies, that's doing it. Island Grind doing it big. It's bigger than just the city. It's bigger than just Canada.
Yeah, it is.
It's a mindset. So everybody got a mind. So that's why you can connect with everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that. I love that.
Said
Bars.
beautifully, bro. I can't even say it like that.
Bars.
Said beautifully.
So, would you rather? We're gonna think of would you rather segment.
So we got
okay.
the would you rather segment.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about this one all day. So
That's where it gets spicy.
we're gonna get spicy. So this would you rather? So big, huh?
Yes, okay.
So I'm gonna give you a little scenario, but it's so this one is: would you rather you're in a safari in one of the countries in Africa, right? You go on a safari, you go on your trip. They take you out there. You're taking pictures. You're seeing lions and hyenas and tigers, cheetahs, all these different things, right? And you take a picture. You come out to take a picture, and then your crew leaves. They leave you, so
Damn.
you're stranded there. So would you rather stay there for the night? You have to stay there and survive the night until they come back the next day to come get you, or you're gonna go into a plane, right? You're going into a plane, but there's a malfunction in the plane, but you don't know what it is. It can be your parachute doesn't open. It could be something in the plane, but you don't know what the malfunction is. You just know that there's a malfunction. Would you rather stay in the safari for the night with all those wild animals? You could survive.
Nah.
Anything can happen if you truly believe.
Nah, what's that game? Like, yeah.
By the gorillas? or go willingly into a plane knowing that there's a malfunction with your parachute, with the engine, the propellers, anything. Or it could just be minor. It could just be one of the seat belts is not working. But you don't know what it is.
Yeah. Just so you know about the gorilla, make sure we make you know.
Yeah.
So it's a game we played, and it was like I can't remember what it was.
The question was, what's the scariest way to die?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And one of the example was, I'm not gonna die. I said the question. But one example was we get fucked by how many gorillas?
Just get raped.
You get raped by gorillas
until you die.
So, I'm just giving that as an example. Yeah.
So what could happen in a safari is wild. I must stick to the plane, man, because I already been in a plane. If I'm gonna die in a plane crash, I'm most likely gonna die instantly. And if I don't, like, it might be like whatever, right? I might like be drowning or something. But like in a safari, bro, I never been to over there, so.
But you might be able to find them.
What you said was lion, hyenas. Are they hungry? Have they ate?
Nah.
What would you choose?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in the jungle with my guys.
Don't worry, the gorillas are gonna bust your ass.
It depends where the plane is going.
Nah.
If the plane is going nowhere, like it's just going to some place I got nothing to do, I'm gonna go in the safari. Because I've never been there, it's a new experience.
Don't worry. I like y'all.
If I know I'm gonna die anyway,
I gotta show you guys some
if
lessons.
I know I'm gonna die anyway, bro, I'd rather die in the plane.
I feel that. Because the only reason I said in the safari is because I feel like I feel like I could find somewhere to hide, but you can't really hide nowhere, bro. You can't hide in the water.
In the tree,
you can't.
Find an anaconda
up there,
you go
like
on the ground in the shallow water, you got alligators and shit.
Hippos,
everywhere, bro. So
everywhere's a battlefield, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope they're not hungry that day.
That's true. I mean, I think I could. Maybe I can fool them. Maybe I can like start roaring and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But who knows? Some people, I see some documentaries. People they swimming with the tigers and lions.
Exactly.
All that.
I wish you're the best.
Yeah.
Let's go and tame them.
No, don't worry.
It's all about mindset, baby.
Good.
Mindset.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the safari. Throw Aquille and.
I'll be like, I'll tell the lions, yo, it's a mindset thing. I'm the same as you.
So we can live to talk about it.
It's true. It's true. If you don't see me back on the podcast, you know what happened.
But honestly, it's been amazing having Mr. PSL on this,
great.
man. Like you drop crazy bars, like crazy, like
great. I rounded the gems, bro, to drop in the
much,
thing.
man.
You know?
Wow.
It was amazing just to be here, yo.
Yes, sir. So we always like to ask this question before we end it, which is, if you guys already heard his story, his struggle, and what he's doing right now, what would you define as the grind?
What is your theory of the grind?
The grind, like we mentioned a lot of it in the interview when we talk. So I'd say the grind is discipline. And like there's three things here I can think is like discipline, priorities, and reason.
Ooh, okay.
That's your grind, because there's no discipline without reason. Because the reason why you choose to do it instead of not doing it is because you have a reason to do it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna do something without a reason. But if you're like disciplined, but you're like, fuck, I gotta take the trash out, but then you don't have a reason. You're like, oh, bro, my crib just gonna stank up, whatever, right? It's like, bro, what? But if you have a reason every time, bro, I need to make sure my crib don't stank up. I don't like that shit. So you wake up and you do it. So like if you got a reason to grind, you know what I mean? That's a grind. It's having a reason, having a priority, and discipline. That's a grind for me.
I like that. I like that.
I never thought about it that way. I like that.
Having a reason, prioritizing, and discipline.
Because like if you want to take it further, like if you want to zoom it out and think about it, the reason thing is like, even think about criminals. The biggest criminal, people that go to jail, they always ask them why they did it. And then they try to figure it out. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it's like in your life, that's for the negative side, but in the positive side, you can use it the same way. Like, why are you doing it? That's what's gonna take you further. Like,
it's like when the motivation and stuff runs out, the thing that keeps pushing you is the reason. It's the reason. It's like
some reasoning can change for people, right? It'd be like, oh, oh, that's not what I want anymore, or whatever. But like, when you stick to the same reason, you're gonna get the same result, and better result. You know,
Facts.
It's gonna get better.
Well, that's crazy. You guys had it first year.
Bare gems.
Bad job.
Bare. Yo, this guy made a whole mine of gems right now.
From the man P. You guys better go drop him a follow.
Go drop. It's not even an option. Go drop the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
One more thing I got a clothing line coming up. Like I have one for the record label.
Damn.
That's Right Way Records. That's like a long-term goal.
Mm-hmm.
But like soon and like this.
He's rocking it right now. So.
Yeah, this the Right Way Records. And for the clothing line, I want to make like a clothing line outside of that.
Okay.
Because like the label is cool and stuff, but like it's like kind of a different look. But I had this different idea, so that's gonna come up. It has everything to do with my story, my name, and everything. So that's gonna be lit. I just gotta close a few deals on it.
Keep an eye.
Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned for that. Oh, quick shout out. Let me shout out.
I was gonna do that. I was actually gonna do that.
I'm
Actually.
gonna let you do the.
Yo. She knows what she is. But for real, like yo, she makes some good shit.
She makes some very, very nice jewelry. Shout out to Ayye the label. Ayye the label.
Ariel, she's doing good.
Yo,
we're gonna put a link to her stuff.
We're gonna put the link to her stuff.
She's doing good.
Go check it out. Yo, I've had it. No rust, nothing on my neck, no green turning green, nothing. And I've had it. I've been wearing this.
I see it every time.
Like every time.
She
you know what I'm saying?
She a jeweler?
Yeah,
she's in town in jewelry.
She makes good stuff.
Makes good stuff.
No.
We'll drop her link in the bio. But
For
go
real.
check her out, yo.
For real, Ariel, like yo, I need some. Like I need some chains.
We
like,
need some
come
bling
on,
up
like,
here,
yo,
man.
Yeah,
come
yo,
on.
I'm looking for jewelry, man. When I get to that point where I want to spend on a lot on jewelry, I'm looking for jewelry.
Nah, she makes
Say
good
no
stuff.
more.
She makes
Say
good
no
stuff.
more.
For
Quality
real.
jeweler that cares about your time. You know?
Nah, she makes good
Say
stuff.
no
She
more.
makes good stuff. Ariel, we got you.
Got you.
Any day,
You know what I'm
anytime.
So, without further ado, guys, first of all, we want you to subscribe right now.
Yeah. Drop a
Like,
Yo, subscribe that shit.
subscribe, like, comment.
comment.
And, yo, thank you so much for the feedback. Big thing times two is like the feedback that we've been getting. Like, I think I saw a comment. It was like a guy from Russia.
Yo.
He said he was like,
I love that.
he said he was watching it after work,
That means a lot.
And that means a lot. I had a special one. Shout out to Mama Ambrose.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm shouting in the mic, but yo, I got that kind of energy. That's my mama. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
My mama commented. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of the reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes me feel really, really good. So we really appreciate the feedback that you guys are giving us, and that keeps us pushing to do more. Right?
Facts.
All the feedback, we're always trying to get 1% better. That's something that we always champion.
Yeah.
Is 1% better
Every day.
So all the feedback that you guys can give us is only gonna help us. It's only gonna help us grow and get better, and that's what we're all about.
Facts.
Improving every single time.
day. Yeah.
Next video, we should be 1% better. The next
Facts.
video after that, 1% better.
Yeah.
Always 1% better. I feel
Always.
like we got
All
1%
day,
better
baby,
today.
all day.
You know,
That's
all
the
day.
goal. That's the
All
goal.
day.
Anyways, like yo, you guys hit the jams. Don't forget, subscribe, like,
follow.
comment. Like yo, just keep track, cause we're coming every day.
We coming.
We're
We coming.
getting better every day.
We coming every day.
Yo, this I can say like I'm not like I've listened to other podcasters and stuff like the big ones, the small ones. Bro, this is the biggest podcast that's gonna come up to this next
Boom!
like, this next 10 years. Yo,
Mhm.
this next what is it? A 10-year thing like
10 year, 15
yeah,
year.
10 year, 15 years, but this is the biggest podcast that's
coming.
ever gonna happen, man,
Coming.
because
We're
they
getting-
relate to a lot of people, man.
Fact, you heard it first here, live.
Discipline.
Listen, you heard it first.
Discipline.
I already know it. It's the grind theory.
Podcast.
Boom.
We cannot
Be
be broke.
For real. For real.
All right, y'all.
We out here.
Much love. Go follow PSL Wave
Always.
on all platforms.
Yeah, thanks for
My
having
man.
me. Yo. I already
That's
know.
love, man. That's love. Hey, bro, you killed it. That
Don't
was-
forget, Ariel.
Shout out.
Ariel the label.
Y'all go.